All right, man. I don't know where I want to start with this, but I want to discuss, some real topics. But first, I did write this down. Thank you to Trey Smith. Trey Smith, man, thank you for the Cash App, the support. And also Jennifer Hightower, thank you for the support, because I'm going through a financial crisis, and I ain't ashamed to tell people right now, I really feel like I'm under spiritual attack, I realize that exposing a lot of this stuff puts me in the line of fire of, just a lot of negative energy, So I thank everybody that shows support, everybody that joins the Patreon and stuff like that, But I wanted to discuss something, man, about people selling out, man, and I do these videos on this channel every now and then to kind of like express how I feel about certain situations. And I thought about this last night, I'm like, yo, every nation, has ownership of something. You look at the Jewish people, right? The Jewish people, they control the media, they control jewelry, they control the banking system, the Asians, they control import, export, technology, they have their hand in that. Even some food, they control some food too. The Hispanics, they got control over produce, growing crops and all of that stuff. White people, they own businesses, and when you go to a supermarket, it's owned by a white man. You go to, any type of store out here, they own that. But I thought about black people, and I'm like, yo, what do we own? Rap music? Rap? Entertainment? Entertainment, that's all we got. And it's sad because I see so many of us selling out, for money, for paper money, made out of cotton. Literally, paper money is made from cotton. And, these celebrities and people, it ain't even celebrities no more. You got regular people selling out for money. Kanika Jenkins, prime example. Her moms sold out for money. Did y'all see her last night walking around butt naked outside?
Oh,
it's cold.
Go home. Come on, go home, baby. Well, look how they fucked her body up.
No, okay, put your clothes on and go home.
This that dog. This my blood. For my blood. We don't like that. Go home, baby. Justice for Kanika.
Justice for Kanika, but yes, baby, this is not how you get it.
That's up to good. Peace, please, me, but I plead the blood on you. Plead the blood.
Oh my God. Girl, go home.
Now, when I see a lot of us selling out for money, it disturbs me. Like, I'm not even going to lie to you. Like, that whole P. Diddy documentary that 50 Cent is supporting, I'm not even into that. Like, for one, I really don't want to hear no more tarnishing news that this dude did to people. It's like y'all sabotaging his career because, for one, he won that lawsuit against that tequila company and they owe him billions of dollars for that. So now it's their duty to sabotage his name by any means necessary, because the same people that built him up have to destroy him, and they're using people like 50 Cent to get the job done. I just don't understand that logic. Like, and I'm gonna be clear with y'all. Like, you know, people like 50 Cent, they know how to play the role good. You know what I'm saying? They know how to play the role good, man. You know what I mean? Forget about all of that. Yo, you know, he grew up in I grew up in his neighborhood. We was raised down the block from each other and all of that stuff, man. They don't hold no morals in anything. You know what I'm saying? Because, you know, once you operate for the snake, if you work for the serpent, your whole job is to speak double talk, right? Why does the serpent speak double talk? Why is he easily the type of person to manipulate masses and do certain shit? Because he has two tongues. You know what I'm saying? The snake has two tongues. So when you looking at this whole P. Diddy thing, right? And he's posting it up on Instagram, and people in the comments, you got some people that don't agree with 50 and say, yo, how could you sell out your own brother like that? You know, and it's crazy because P. Diddy gave 50 his first opportunity. He had him when nobody was fucking with 50 Cent.
Puffy was the first person to call me back to work.
P. Diddy was the only one that let him write them songs. He wrote Let's Get It. He wrote songs for J-Lo, all of this shit. You know what I'm saying? He put him in position. He gave him the credits to be who he is today. So it's kind of crazy to see a dude, you know what I'm saying, that put you in position, you just kicking his back in right now. And anytime you go in these comments on all of that shit, what do you see? Division. You got a bunch of black people that's, yo, how could you support a creep? Yo, 50 Cent is the best. Yo, 50 Cent is a traitor. He worked for the feds. Yo, this, that, and the third. It's all causing separation. Why? Because that's what these people in power know. Yo, you know what? Let's get these two to go against each other. We'll use 50 Cent as a pawn, and, you know, it'll cause division against black people. Just like I said, what do we own? 50 Cent don't own that documentary. It's somebody else. You know what I'm saying? It's somebody else. I just see a lot of bull crap that goes on, you know what I'm saying, in society. You know what I mean? Like, people just selling their soul for nothing. You know what I'm saying? Like Snoop Dogg and Daz. Now, you going at your own family member because you decided to sell your catalog, the whole Snoop selling the whole Death Row catalog, right? To Massa for $1 billion, and then you gonna cut your own peoples out?
What's up, y'all? Wake and Bake. Hey, this is the origin of the story. E1 was Koch. Remember this. Do your search. Koch turns into E1. Bad business. They had to change the name. E1 turns into Monarch. Bad business. So over those years, Suge Knight had a deal with Alan Grunblatt, which ran E1, which ran Koch, which ran Monarch, to take everyone's music. So 15 years go by, another 15 years go by, it's 30 years. Time is up on that. I'm already on Monarch, Koch, all the motherfucking names they got, I'm on their motherfucking ass. These the white boys. So you know what they do? A football pass. Pass it to Snoop. Thinking he can manipulate and get everybody because Daz is on our ass. They held back my publishing saying that I signed my publishing over. Come to find out, they didn't. They released that money to me. Snoop know about it. He was involved in that situation. He know about that. He showed me all the paperwork that goes down in the motherfucking place. So I'm looking at all this shit, you know what I mean, taking pictures in my eyes, but I also have a copy of it myself. See, I have to see what they have and what I have to see what I don't have to see what I need to have. You know what I mean? So it's a fucked up situation, man, you know what I'm saying? Because you got a lot of people that were stealing, and you know what I mean, Dr. Dre got his shit, but there's no paperwork on the Chronic album. On the Chronic album. There's no paperwork on the Chronic album. You know what I mean? So he just sold it. I was figuring out myself, how in the fuck Dr. Dre got 200 million? And he only got 2 albums. You know, the mother ones don't count, but he only got 2 albums, The Chronic and The Chronic 2001. So he sold this one. As you can see, our name and everything is off the motherfucking albums and shit like that. And, man, that's a fucked up situation. But like I said before, all y'all niggas that talking shit out there, I see you. I ain't scared of you, nigga. I'm gonna keep calling you what I'm calling you, nigga. And your homeboys, and the niggas that's on the couch, and the niggas that's in the back rolling up the weed. Nigga, you know where I'm at, nigga.
Now, the problem that I have with that is, you know, we don't keep nothing. We don't keep nothing. This is why we don't have nothing. Like every other, you know, nation or ethnicity, they all keep the money flowing within their own system. When you look at an NBA player, you know, they shooting threes, they slam dunking, they got Gatorade commercials, they selling sneakers, they doing all of this stuff, you know, they come back to their community and build up community centers and do all of this. Yeah, he's good. But then they marry a white woman. So, okay, so now how does that work? And no offense to anybody out there that's in interracial relationships and nothing like that, but you marry a white woman and all of your stocks and assets go right back to a different nationality. I don't understand that. You know, people like Travis Kelce, right? Travis Kelce was dating a black woman. They said, no. We're going to put you with Taylor Swift. We're going to keep that money circulating around in this vicinity. You see how that worked? Black people, you know, and I'm not a specialist on black people. I just know, like, some of the stuff that we do is dumb. You know, we concerned with entertainment, you know, and it doesn't hold no value. Everybody wants to be a rapper. You know what I'm saying? Everybody wants to be a rapper. You got niggas out here damn near 60 years old still trying to rap. And I'm not shading your dream. But that same energy can go into helping the youth, building up, you know, some type of, you know, substantial understanding where okay, if you pass your time when it comes to rap, start a program to teach these young men how to create music. And if it's money you concerned about, charge them. Charge these parents to bring their kids to your program so you don't look like an old fart out here still rhyming about strippers and spending money and selling drugs and shooting guns and doing all of this, polluting your own community. I don't understand that. That don't make no sense to me. It's like, why do we continue to keep putting that same energy out? You know what I'm saying? And, you know, this whole, you know, ideology of money is like, think about it. You sell your soul for $1, piece of paper, or whatever the case may be. You know what I'm saying? Like, whatever the case may be, you selling your soul for money or whatever, right? And they already proven to you that they can obsolete the dollar by like literally destroying coins in front of your face. So the whole concept of currency, it don't make no sense. Like, why would you do that? And then you're not giving it back to nobody. You know what I'm saying? Like, we don't build on shit. We don't build on nothing, son. We don't build on nothing. And it's aggravating. You know what I'm saying? Like, I realize, like, me speaking like this is, like, detrimental to, you know, my community. I say my community. My people. You know what I mean? They want me to tell y'all about nonsense. They want me to give y'all a review on the Diddy documentary. That's what they want me to do. That don't hold no value in my life. I'm sorry. You know what I'm saying? It's just sad because us as people, right? You know, and I don't want to be too long-winded about this situation because many of us don't realize the importance or power that we bring to this world. You know what I'm saying? Like, the fact that we could allow a bunch of, all right, so let's be clear here, and I'm going to make this quick. There is a 1% of people that control the world, which means 99% of us don't control the world. How the fuck do we allow these people to control us? They have no guns. They have no bats. They literally hire other people to do their dirty work. Whether you're a police officer, whether you work for ICE, whether you work for the National Guard, whether you work for whatever, the military, you are what we considered in my time as a doja. And a doja is somebody you send to the store to get you cigarettes and Pepsi and all of this shit. And you tell them, keep the change. But they doing the devil's work. They not even, it's crazy because they won't even protect their own, but they'll protect what's not theirs. You ever see these videos of these people, you know, working as security guards in these supermarkets, and they willing to crash out over stuff that they don't own? That's up here. That's up here. That's like you put somebody in a trance to tell them, right? You getting $18 an hour. You better die for this money. And for the most part, people will do it. You know, when I worked the job, man, I did just enough not to get fired and just enough not to get hired. And some people say, Jay, if you having financial crisis right now, why you don't just get a job? Because let me tell you something about being a social media influencer, right? They have programs out there now where if I give my email or put my email in a resume thing or whatever, all of my information will come up. They'll see that I'm Jay Marvelous, and then I won't get hired. Don't you know plenty of times shit then got rough for me, a couple years ago while I was doing these videos. I had to do Lyft and driving, doing DoorDash and all of that shit. And I got fired doing that. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Granted, like, it was probably my fault, but I got fired doing that. You know what I'm saying? But now it's like, bro, you know, this whole system is like corrupted, man. You know what I'm saying? It's all corrupted, man. And we got nobody to blame but ourselves for this shit. You know what I mean? And so many of us are selling out, you know what I'm saying, for a piece of paper. I don't really care about 50 Cent no more. I knew he sold out long time ago, man. You know what I'm saying? And I'm the type of person where I didn't follow them group of people that he was around. You know what I'm saying? Like, I was always the outcast. I keep it a buck with you. Jay was never trying to be on no kissing ass, and you know what I'm saying? Like, that's the only way you gonna make it in that industry is if you kissing ass or bowing down to these people and begging for shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not that type of person. You know what I'm saying? I made my little beat CDs, handed out my CDs, and got an opportunity. But I wasn't kissing no ass, though. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, I always saw that I was like the total opposite of a lot of them people, man. You know what I mean? In my point of view, I look at a lot of this stuff as, you know, not only a distraction, but to cause division amongst our people. You know what I mean? And I could be being long-winded. I could be. You know what I'm saying? I could be, man. But it's like, when is things going to get better? You know what I'm saying? Like, when is things going to get better for our people? You know what I mean? It shouldn't be to the point where we have to leave, you know, to go to Canada to get, you know what I'm saying, help as black people. Like, we shouldn't have to do that. We built this country. Why are y'all trying to kick us out of here? You know what I'm saying? And then we sitting here asking for reparations, and that we never going to get that. Them people never going to give us, you know what I'm saying, anything. They literally hate our guts. Why would they give us anything? You know, and it just shows that we are literally the chosen people. And I may lose some people for saying this, but it's the truth. You know what I'm saying? If everybody else in this world could benefit off of literally absolutely anything, you know what I'm saying? Don't get me wrong, it's probably black farmers out there, but you know what I'm saying? We don't keep nothing. Or if there is a black farmer, they'll do something to destroy it, or you know what I'm saying? It's always something, man. I don't want to seem like I'm being aggravated, but I did want to tell y'all this, man. You know what I'm saying? Because, you know, it's always something, man. You know, and people always want something for nothing. You know what I mean? People always want something for nothing, man. You know, I sit up here and I give my knowledge, I give my mind, I give my spirit, I give everything, my soul, to doing this, giving y'all information. You know what I'm saying? I try my hardest to give y'all information. You think people appreciate that? No. It's some people up here I showed love to would never show me no love. And it's not even about that. But it's just the fact, like, you know what I'm saying? It's everybody out for themselves. So when I see people selling their soul, yeah, of course, you the type of person I wouldn't even want around me, son. You know what I mean? Like, I pay attention to people's character. I watch your character. You know what I mean? Watch a person's character, how they carry themselves. You know what I mean? That's where you gonna get your answers from. But yeah, man, salute to everybody, man. You know, I hope I offended you in this video. If you feel your feelings is hurt, and if you didn't, you know what I'm saying, God bless you, man. But salute to everybody. I got a video that I'm putting up today for y'all over there on Patreon, man. I'm not gonna stop working. You know what I mean? Even when I want to quit, I can't. You know what I mean? So salute to everybody, man. Peace and blessings to y'all. I hope y'all stay safe this weekend. And peace, man.